human, machine. We are all one within the iris. Before me, I see the future. Humans and Omnics standing together.
I'm a Widow main. I'm a Nova main. I play Face Shaman.
So you're saying you're just the scum of the earth right now?
I'm actually not a Widow main. I'm not a Nova main.
It's too late. You can't take it back.
Hey, we've already established that I'm a Golden Hunter, right? That's already scummy enough. And no, I despise Widow mains. I play mostly Pharah, and I can't play Pharah in a game where there's a decent Widow. It's just absolutely impossible to do, and it makes me sad. So then I've had to go to the dark side and play Tracer on occasion.
Oh, wow. I mean, just tell us all your secrets right now, Hex.
So dark.
So here's the question. Have they fixed the part where Hanzos can shoot arrows over the wall? No, they have. Okay, so this is a little bit funny where the offense, before the game starts, this is happening. Their arrows will block out the sun. If it was sunny. I mean, it's nighttime, but yeah.
Yeah, it's... I've yet to really confirm if people can actually take damage from this. I don't think
they can.
So,
no, they can take damage.
They can
No, they can take damage. Yes,
well,
you can die from this.
Bad strategy to do, because wouldn't that charge... No, because
you can't get all charged before the game starts.
Yeah. All right. So it's just silly. The whole thing's just silly. No one's gonna...
It's silly unless you get a kill with, 1 second left, which is incredibly unlikely, but you never know. Meanwhile, though, looking at the defense coming out from the side of Reunited, we're going to have Morte on the Mercy, Unfixed on Junkrat, Cruz on Lucio, Voltage on McCree, Winghaven on Reinhardt, and Too Easy repping the Symmetra. Symmetra, of course, falling a little bit out of favor recently, but still getting used here on Dorado.
All right, so offensively, Reaver, of course, is going to be on that sniper. They're running 2 Widowmakers. Grego's on the second one, Short 4 on his classic. Genji, Kai is running Winston, as is Debit, and Adam's going to be the solo support on Mercy. Double Widow, man.
Double Widow, and yeah, I mean, Reaver's going to be looking for those grapple shots early on here. A good approach here. Oh, he had Junkrat in his sights. He wasn't able to connect. If he was able to take out Unfixed there, that might have been all C9 needed for a very quick approach. C9, look at the Winston approach here, coming in over the flank. This is an interesting look. As Reaver now having to run for his life, Voltaja in very hot pursuit. And the Winston's coming in from the flank. Debit able to take out Unfixed for first blood of the game. Reaver looking to add on to this. Reaver is uncontested. Anytime Reaver is uncontested, that is incredibly bad news. Grego takes out Voltaja. Too Easy takes out Reaver at the very least, but this is not a bad look for the offense at all. A Resurrection does come up from the side from Reunited, but it might not be enough. This is one of the more interesting early Dorado fights I've ever seen.
It's just that the defenses are having a hard time figuring out where they want to hold, and it's not the first time today we've seen rotations come a little late. The entire team was moving up towards the pathway to try to clear that out, then they had to come down towards the cart to deal with the tanks on the cart, and they were just kind of in shambles, pushed out of position all over the place.
Yeah, I will say C9 definitely had a little bit of deception there, though, with Winston coming around from the long flank, and even though C9 was looking pretty good to start that out, Reunited able to stabilize a bit. They got enough kills to stop C9 from snowballing entirely. And we'll see if they can hold here as C9 comes back in again with a little bit renewed vigor. As Primal Rage is out, 2 quick kills coming in from the Winstons. And this is a bad omen now for Reunited.
Yeah, both Primal Rage is doing a lot of work just to knock everyone around over there. He's able to knock out Kai too. Both of these Winstons are going crazy. Too Easy trying to even it up, takes down Adam and Reaver.
And Kai going in, able to take out Too Easy. The Winston presence absolutely undeniable. And there it is, C9 going to take this first point. So not too bad coming out from C9.
Now, we've mentioned trying to pepper in a Reaper here to try to deal with the double Winstons. I've always recommended maybe even going with 2 Reapers here because 1 doesn't seem like quite enough, but Unfixed is going to try to run that Reaper to deal with this double Winston, has given them nothing but fits so far.
I'll be honest, I think the best answer I saw to the double Winston probably was the Bastion play of LG. I think Bastion versus double Winston is not a bad idea at all and has more merit than the Reaper in a lot of cases, but that being said, the defense here of Reunited able to hold strong a little bit, takes out Debit. Surefor, though, making things a little bit interesting in the back. Grego with a pickoff at C9, now starting to turn this in their favor. If Grego can get one more pickoff, this is going to be incredibly bad news for Reunited, as Reinhardt just charged off the hotel. He's going to die for that. That was a little bit ham coming out from Winghaven.
Well, Grego doesn't get a pick, the Reaver does on Winghaven. Reaver then takes down Unfixed. The first pick that came out there was absolutely crucial as it took down Morte at 100% resurrection. Reaver goes for a grapple shot, takes down Too Easy.
Yeah, the double Widow right now being nothing short of oppressive from C9. And honestly, double Widow is not the easiest to deal with, especially when you have Widows of the caliber of Reaver and Grego. It's very, very strong. And C9 right now able to chain kills and just snowball the momentum. So REUNITED is going to try and make something happen here. They leap in with both Winstons. Surefour, though, making mincemeat of them on Genji, able to get the double kill with the Dragon Blade, is going to get pushed back a bit by Winghaven. Almost takes him out. Was very, very close to finishing that kill. Just not quite enough. Bit bloody of a fight here. Both teams really trading off. Debit, the last one remaining for C9, but he's buying a lot of time.
Yeah, look at this switch up though. Surefour is going to come up on an offensive Bastion. I think they want to put him on the cart and just ride it to victory.
Well, this makes sense. I mean, they're running not one, not two, but 3 Winstons now for the side of REUNITED. So if nothing else, I mean, bring out El Presidente and start mowing them down. Why not?
I asked a question to some pro players not too long. I'm like, guys, what is the counter to McCree? Someone help me. And they're like, 2 McCrees. So what's the counter to 2 Winstons? 3 Winstons.
Or the one and only Bastion. Surefour getting a lot of poke in right now, not quite able to get the kills he's looking for. Voltaja, in fact, picking up a double kill. So Voltaja, even with this Bastion pressure, not super intimidated just yet. But I do like C9's positioning here. It's not bad. As the Winstons definitely do not want to enter Bastion's lineup. Oh my goodness! Voltaja just got taken out from downtown from that tank shot. That was beautiful coming out from Surefour. Surefour going absolutely crazy. And this is exactly what C9 needed.
Yeah, and then
REUNITED, though, still stalling out a little bit more. We'll see if it's enough. As Surefour going off, only one more kill needed here for them to get to this next checkpoint. REUNITED stalling out a long time with those Winstons, but it's not enough, and there we go! They do get to that checkpoint, and time is at clock 4:53 for them to finish out this map outright.
Yeah, it almost feels like the last couple minutes they've just been trying to stall it out, just trying to delay as much as possible. You had one of the Winstons on the cart waiting for the last second to pop his Primal Rage and just kind of put a decent time on that third point.
And ult-wise, look at the C9 ults right now. Both Winstons have Primal Rage, they have Sound Barrier, Resurrection, Deadeye. They are absolutely loaded here. And short of a really, really good tire from Too Easy, I think this next fight should be in favor of C9.
Yeah, we've also got tank mode
full
up and ready.
Ults. They are 100% power. Surefour able to take out Volta to start this out. This is all sorts of bad news for REUNITED here. 3 kills for C9. Make it 4. The tank doing all sorts of work. Deadeye get take out Too Easy. That's going to be a full team wipe.
Yeah, and the icing on the cake here is that Kai has his Primal Rage up too. They're probably going to send him near the spawn door to just
there he goes. Primal Rage is going to come out. He is just going to keep bopping them back, making space as the cart moves forward to its final destination. Reaver able to take out Voltaja, and this is just stall time now for REUNITED. There's no way they can stop this. Barring an absolute miracle. The tower comes in, is able to take out one. Surefour mowing down Winghaven right now, but no, the stun is going to come out. Surefour going to go down, and the miracle might be happening as REUNITED might be holding on. This is incredible.
Here comes
the resurrection, though, coming out from the side of C9. But still, for REUNITED to fight back like this in a very poor situation is nothing short of miraculous. Wow. Unfixed with the double kill there to help seal it, and that is not something you see very often.
No, I was really surprised they were able to even do enough damage on the Bastion on the ledge. He was getting healed from below as well, but they just really committed to holding down on that Bastion. A lot of teams will actually start killing a Bastion and realize, oh, this was a bad idea, try to escape and die in the retreat, but they absolutely committed all their resources to killing that Bastion and paid off for them.
Definitely. Now taking a look here, the defense of REUNITED is a little bit more stabilized. We do have a defensive sound barrier coming out. They want to wipe out C9 right here, right now. Too Easy with the spam over the top. 2 quick kills here for the REUNITED side. And C9 might just have to back up and regroup. Not the best look for them as they went in. The sound barrier really just sort of ruined that for them. And look at this. This is characteristic of REUNITED. They're moving in. They're not satisfied. Too Easy with the triple kill on Junkrat. That's not something you see every day either.
Well,
Junkrat being the aggressive one.
REUNITED, a very aggressive team on defense. If they feel they have an advantage in a fight, it doesn't matter if they're on offense or defense, they will press that advantage. And now they only have to hold for 2 more minutes. The ultimates are looking pretty decent in their favor as well. Too Easy still has that tire about Taja with a high noon. And most importantly, Morte has a resurrection.
Yeah, but look at all this time they've bought. REUNITED now has a very legitimate chance of holding if they can just hold the next 2 team fights. That might be all they need. Alt-wise are in pretty good shape as well. They do have a tire on deck. They have a resurrection. Not the worst for them. Here, speaking of tires, here comes the tire. Reaver able to take out Winghaven. The tire going in and not able to get the value it's looking for. C9 with 2 kills here thus far. Too Easy getting bopped back by Winston. He's going to get juggled in this corner. Down he goes. And C9 with life moving right back. 4 kills here for C9. There was a resurrection coming out from Morte, but might not be enough. All momentum is in C9's favor. But hey, we saw one miracle this game. Will we see another? I'm not going to write out REUNITED at all yet here, as the offensive sound barrier is out, and C9 looking very, very dominating here.
Yeah, they do have Unfixed over the Primal Rage. That might be enough to stall it out to get the other members onto the cart. Unfixed is going to leap that cart immediately.
Debit able to take out Voltage. Reaver coming in off the flank, fanning the hammer. 3 more kills for C9. REUNITED on their last limb here, and this should be a cap for C9. Respawns are not going to be able to get in here in time, and I gotta say, props to REUNITED for that last gasp. They bought themselves so much time with their miracle hold.
Yeah, that bought them a good 2 to 3 minutes, which can actually, win them the map here. Let's see some Bastion play the game though.
Sure for just I gotta say, I mean, when teams are running a whole bunch of Bastion, or a whole bunch of Winston, I really like the idea of switching the Bastion. It's pretty effective, and props to LG for coming out and saying, look, we're gonna run Bastion in this situation, because I think C9 has had issues within the past, and they're saying, okay, you know what? They're gonna run double Winston, or triple Winston, let's just run the Bastion. It worked versus us, why won't it work versus them? And Bastion from Surefour doing a whole lot of work in that game.
Yeah, they're not unfamiliar with running Bastions. We've seen them run that on different maps before, and of course, like as you mentioned, Luminosity Gaming used it to great effect against them. So not only knowing that the strategy works against them and what they want to run, so we've seen them run it on Route 66 to great effect as well. And Surefour, Bastion maybe gets some grief for not being super high skill ceiling, but if you have godlike tracking like Surefour does, that Bastion is insanely strong.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's sort of one of the con things to go, oh, Bastion, there's not a skill curve there. Arguably, it's lesser than other characters, but tracking game is still a really big deal with him, and you can definitely see a difference between a top-level player on Bastion and, your average run-of-the-mill pub Bastion. No doubt about it.
Seagull's Bastion does rocket jumps and stuff. It's really fun to watch.
Try not to think too hard about how the tank is jumping with no hover jets. It's just sort of it just sort of magically leaps into the air. I mean, magnets,
yeah,
I guess.
Try not to think too hard about rocket jumping.
Either way, taking a look here at the defense coming out from the side of C9 is going to be Reaver on that defensive Widowmaker, Debit on the Reinhardt, Surefour on McCree, Adam on Mercy, Grego on Torbjorn, and Kai busting out the defensive Hog. Not something we've seen a whole lot today, at any rate.
Yeah, Cloud9 always runs really interesting compositions. They're definitely not afraid of running a Torbjorn, and as we've seen, they'll run that Roadhog as well. I love watching Roadhog play. I don't love playing against him, but that's neither here nor there. Offensively, it looks like Winghaven will be on that Reinhardt. Morte for the moment is on Hanzo, but I have to believe he'll be going Mercy. Cruz is on Lucio, Unfixed on Zarya. Taja will be on McCree, and we'll see what Too Easy comes out here. I would not be surprised to see him run a Pharah or a Widowmaker.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at pretty much anything coming out here from the side of the offense. Although, it's kind of funny on C9 being creative. There was a point where, I think it was after the 2 Reinhardt Bastion comp, where the word creative was getting used almost as a pejorative against C9. It's like, they're creative.
yeah, it was a pejorative.
Either way, the offense of REUNITED is on the way here. Time-wise, they have all the time in the world, but that's only if they can get through point A. They have way more time than they actually have the cap point A, and point A can be a big, big roadblock here for teams on Dorado. So taking a look at Voltage right now, taking the flanking position, looking for pickoffs, has to immediately dodge away from Reaver. That is risky, poking as McCree when there's a Widow about. Very easy to go down in one shot.
Yeah, I think the key for the defense on this map, and just as we've seen today, is that you need to not overcommit to one side or the other, not get pulled out of position. They need to really just decide where they're going to hold and then just absolutely hold there. A lot of times people are trying to hold one side, move to another, been late on rotations, has caught them off guard.
Well, REUNITED with 2 quick kills here, making this point their own. Make it 3, 4 kills for REUNITED. Great play on all sides. And this is going to open the path for them and then some. REUNITED being absolutely methodical, starting with the 2 easy pick on Reaver. He picks Reaver again. REUNITED suddenly exploding with dominance here. And I'm not even sure C9's going to be able to get back in time to delay this checkpoint. And no, they are absolutely not.
Yeah, just offensive jukes. They looked like they were going one way, looked like they were going the other. They dropped down over that top arch, get a flashbang in, and just started cleaning up.
Yeah, not bad at all coming out from the side of REUNITED. And 2easy actually getting off the Widowmaker now, going to Roadhog of his own. Interesting. So REUNITED definitely valuing Roadhog a little bit here with the switch up. Speaking of Altar coming up here soon, we do have Earthshatter up for REUNITED. Graviton Surge is going to be up as well. Not a ton of traditional follow-up for it, but still the potential for Havoc is absolutely there. But look at this, the C9 defense is being very, very aggressive. Both Winstons running in. Offensive Sound Barrier is out though. That's going to force the Winstons out. 2easy able to take out Surefour. And as a result, REUNITED has an opportunity here. They're moving forward. Graviton is out, going to catch both Grego and Reaver. Grego and Reaver going to go down to the Voltage of follow through. There is a resurrection. Hope is not over yet, but certainly all momentum and then some in favor of REUNITED as they are swarming Cloud9 right now.
Yeah, this triple tank composition is really cool. It's a nice response to the double Winston, as Winston is kind of not the tank who can do a ton of damage as these other tanks are. They're running the 3 different tanks, not a Winston, and it's working out very well for them.
Yeah, and REUNITED is absolutely blazing through this map. They really do have all the time in the world. Hex, time-wise, they have 6.5 minutes left to cap this last point. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Winston can beast on squishies, but he's not very good against opposing tanks. Roadhog and Zarya are the damage-dealing tanks, and they're absolutely cleaning up. They find a lone Kai in the corner, take him down. 2easy takes down Reaver. Surefour also dies to his opposing number in Balataja.
C9 looks absolutely lost right now. They are shell-shocked. They have not been able to stabilize all game. REUNITED just has them right where they want them, and barring some heroics and last-second stabilization, this could be a very, very quick win for REUNITED to even up the series 2-2.
Yeah, not a whole lot of ultimates to work with either. They're gonna have to deal with ultimates incoming at them. A Sound Barrier comes down. Here comes High Noon.
The Deadeye is out. Volataja exploding. Gets 2 kills off. That patience paying off. 5 kills. 6 kills. A full team wipe for REUNITED. And what a statement. Wow.
I've never seen Cloud9 just manhandled the way I just saw them get beat right there.
C9 just got abused. There's no other way to say that. I mean, in all the time we've watched C9, this might be one of the worst defensive performances I've had, but I think that's too, I mean, it's more just REUNITED's offense was insane here. What a play of the game coming from Winghaven, my goodness. Reinhardt, a 3:39 time on Dorado. I think that might be the fastest time I've ever seen on Dorado.
Yeah, 2easy said in chat world record. He might be right. That is insane. And against Cloud9.